Hi, Livonia. I'm Rob Drzwicki, your Director of Government Affairs and Outreach, and this is Livonia On Air. We're very excited to have our guest today. We've got Kristen Edson, the Director of our libraries here in Livonia. We're going to get an update on some of the great stuff going on at the library. Kristen, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you, Rob?
I am great. I'm great. It's great to thank you for having us in your library. I love being around books. I love the smell of books. I love, just being around people. When I walked in, whole gaggle of kids was running out after story time. And it seems like there's always activity over here at the Bennett Public Library. But I wanted to check in with you and see if we have anything interesting going on. So what's new at the library?
Sure. Well, we just made a big announcement. We have an upcoming library card design contest, and we're doing it this year specifically in conjunction with the 75th anniversary of the city of Livonia.
All right, that's cool. So we're just going to design new logos for the cards. What's that going to look like?
Yeah.
Tell me.
So we're going to have 3 winners so that we'll have a new kid, teen, and adult card. So when you come in to get your physical library card, you can choose. You can be an adult and still get the kid design if you really want to, especially, I imagine, if you happen to be the parent of the child who is the lucky winner.
Yeah, it's not just going to go on the refrigerator. It's going to go in the wallet and be with where your library card belongs.
Yes,
on your
carry it with pride.
Cards. That's
yes.
great. No, that's really exciting. So you've got 3 different contest winners that are going to happen here. So it sounds like pretty much anybody in the city is going to be able to enter into this contest.
That is correct. It is open to all Livonia residents and any student who is enrolled in a Livonia school. So even if you live in Westland, but you attend Livonia Public Schools and you are an artist, then you can also submit for the contest.
We'll take artists from all over the region
That's right.
and have excitement. It reminds me a little bit, if you were out this year voting, the new I Voted stickers.
Yes.
I had a lot of fun. I got the werewolf one. I was really excited to get the werewolf I Voted
I know
sticker.
that was a hot commodity.
It was. I was excited they still existed. I didn't even have to call in a favor from the clerk's office. But it sounds like it's a little bit more, it's a little bit more excitement. You don't think about excitement when you think about, going to the library just to get your card, right? Yeah. You think about excitement when you're coming for story time or you're coming in for one of the events that's going on here. But now even just showing up and getting your library card, you get something that's a little bit more fun than just the standard logo on there. That's
right.
really neat. So how can people find the way to enter into this contest?
Sure. So you go to our webpage. We have a blog post up right now that has all of the guidelines, the requirements for submission. There's a link that you can upload your design once you're ready. Designs will be accepted through March 31st. You can also come into any of the Livonia Public Library locations and get a paper form, and those can be turned in at the library locations. And then I'll collect all of them to hold until we're ready to start judging.
That's great. So for the website, and I know our viewers on Facebook and on YouTube are going to see that because my good friend Frank is going to slide that right across the bottom of our screen here. But for our listeners, for our folks that listen on Spotify or any of their other podcast channels, what's that actual web address that they can go to?
It is livoniapubliclibrary.org, and you just click until you see library news, and it's going to be the top news post on that section of our website.
Sounds
page.
Pretty easy to remember, pretty easy to find. So that's great.
We like to keep it simple.
So do you have to actually come in and bring a physical piece of art with you that you're doing, or how can we do this online? It's 2025, right? We do things digitally. So how are they going to be able to submit those things?
So they can submit an image once they've filled out the form, which we're basically asking for who you are so we can get in contact with you if you win. So you fill out the form, very simple. And then you upload an image of your design, and it has the actual requirements of the size, pixel size, and all of that, and the document format, which I believe is a JPEG.
JPEG. Okay. Well, and if I don't have a scanner at home, for instance, would I be able to bring it in personally, or what would be the best method to get that to you guys?
So the paper submission form is really just for a drawing. So
Gotcha.
Those are the ways. If you don't have something at home, just come in, pick out that paper form, and you actually put your final design on there. And you can do the design on a different piece of paper. Let's say you're a serious artist and you have your own sketchbook, then you just trace the size of our space for it.
Just have it right on there on your sketch pad, whatever you're comfortable
you can
with.
cut it out and tape it on there, paste it on there, whatever works. But we do need the actual form back because, again, that's asking for who you are how we can get a hold of you to let you know that you've actually won.
Because you've won. Is there? Are we winning something? Is there
Yeah.
something that comes along? You're greasing the wheels here. We're
Correct.
getting
It's
some
more
prizes?
than just the
Fabulous cash and prizes at the library.
Not a lot of fabulous cash and prizes, but some. Besides getting the bragging rights of having your design on our library cards, you will receive a $50 gift card and a framed version of your print of your design.
Can I use that as a giant library card if I win?
No.
Probably not.
No, you
it's
can't.
not going to have all the numbers and stuff that it needs.
No, but you can hang it in your office, in your bedroom, put it on the refrigerator, on top of the refrigerator.
There we go.
Maybe take it into your art teacher's
and show off the fact that
classroom.
you've won the contest.
Yeah.
That's really neat. And you're going to have a young kid win.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have a teen win, and then you're going to have somebody who's older than all those folks win. You know,
Correct.
so it's are there specific age restrictions? Does kid stop at a certain level and then they become a teen, or is it just 13?
No, I mean, we're hoping that a kid is going to design the kid's card. So we're encouraging all age levels, all skill levels. So we really hope that we're going to get enough that we'll be able to do exactly what you're saying, that a teenager or preteen, somewhere between the ages of 12 and 18, will design the teen card, and then somewhere between, whatever age you can hold a crayon and 11 will design the
Sure.
kid's card, and then 18 and up for the
18
adults.
to a million
Yes.
is when they can go and design those other. I think I'm most excited to see what the little kids come up with.
Everybody's going to be.
Because
Everybody's going
hey, I love my teens and I love my adults, but I'm way more excited to see what the kids pull out. Maybe it'll be really neat. I'll be very excited to come the next time I renew my library card and do it. Which reminds me, I need to renew my library card before I leave here today. So don't let me leave without
Oh,
doing
I
that.
won't.
Okay, so we've got the contest. There will be winners declared. How are we deciding who wins? Is this going to be a public thing? Is it going to be a private thing? Are you just going to throw them all into a hat and draw one out? How does this work?
I have assembled a small team of judges, someone from the 75th Anniversary Committee, and someone from the Livonia Arts Commission, and then, of course, myself.
That's great. Okay,
And-
so we have people who are experienced in the arts, people who understand what's going on with our 75th anniversary, and we're going to see that as a theme in a lot of these cards, of course, it being 2025. And then yourself, because obviously you're the one who has to hand these cards out, and you want to be excited about this too.
I need to have some fun on my job, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
All day can't be fun and excitement. Sometimes you got to do real work, but it's nice that you get to do something that's and it's just fun for the community too.
Yes.
And I know we did with the 75 committee, we had done a logo design contest for all to kind of tag together all the different events that are going on in the city. And we love having that little logo in there. It's got, the grid of the city of Livonia. It's got a beautiful tree on it, a little bit of information telling you why this year is special. So very exciting stuff. I do have to say that I'm driving by this library constantly. I work right next door at City Hall. I look out my window and I see cars in this parking lot all the time. And I feel bad because I don't make it over here very often. Seems like you have something going on here every day. Is there anything really fun and exciting that's coming up in the next few months? We're recording this in late January, so is there anything big coming up for February or for March?
Sure. Well, lucky you. Our latest newsletter edition
I have one here.
just came out yesterday. So if the people at home have not signed up yet, they really should. We've always got stuff going on. These come out bi-monthly. And if you sign up to get it in your inbox, then you wouldn't have to come into the library and pick up a paper copy, but we do still have paper copies available at both locations. We've always got fun stuff going on. Like you said, you just missed story time, which happens every week. Probably the most notable coming up, and sometimes when you're seeing the parking lot full, might be for those noontime concerts that we have on the third Thursday of every month. They start at 11:45. Anastasia and Katie's has started serving coffee and small snacks at those so that people can enjoy a
exciting.
cup of coffee and listen to some wonderful music in our atrium. We've got a fun, in case you didn't know, we have fun things like games at the library. And so we'll be running a series for the new Blood on the Clock Tower
Ooh,
gaming.
sounds
event.
dangerous.
Yes, it's very fun. It's You just have to come in and check it out.
I'll have to check it out. So this is
Yes.
something I could watch and not have to participate in, or is this something that I should
you have
definitely
to-
participate in?
You should definitely participate
11
in
o'clock time. It sounds dangerous. I might, I might wear a helmet or something to make sure I don't get harmed. Is this this is like a group game? Is it kind of a murder mystery thing? It seems
It's a
like
group game. Yeah. So.
fun.
And then we've got adult crafting programming coming back. We took a little hiatus for a little while, but it's coming back with a vengeance.
So what kind of crafts are we doing in the craft?
Well, our most popular is jewelry making. So we've got 3 different jewelry making classes, and then we also have a stamp making class coming up.
So I can put my rubber stamp. I can make something that officially says that I approve of something.
Correct. You can make your own little personal logo or emblem and stamp it on all of your notes that you write to people.
We might have to petition to get
letters.
a Livonia on-air stamp made.
Maybe.
Then I could stamp all of my documents with that, so they'd know
Makes
that
it real official.
Very, very fancy stuff. Very exciting. All right, so if I'm going to get my newsletter, you said I need to sign up for that, so I can do that on the website, just like we did before.
Yep, right from the homepage.
And that's
You scroll down.
LivoniaPublicLibrary.org.
Correct.
Look at that, I remembered it. That's awesome.
Way to
And then
go.
Frank's going to put it on the bottom of the screen again. It's going to be really great. Real professional stuff. And I'm going to be able to find a place where I put my email address in and I sign up for that newsletter. And that lovely piece of paper you have in your hand is going to come to me in like a PDF kind
Correct.
of a thing. Awesome. So then I can get that update every 2 months and see what's going to be coming up. And I can plan out my next couple of months. So I'm sure you guys are excited because I've got school-age kids. I know March is reading month. And when I think reading, I think of this building and what we do here. Any big events coming up for March's Reading Month? Do you guys have anything in store?
Well, we do have a cool new resource coming out for parents of little kids because reading starts very early. And you got to do activities with your kids to instill that love of reading early on. So in order to support that, we're going to be giving out a limited number of early literacy calendars.
Okay, so it's my wall calendar goes up on the wall, and does it just tell me every month there's Mr. October tells me to read something about Halloween?
It's every day.
Every day.
Every day. So this calendar was put together by experts at the Public Library Association in early literacy.
Okay.
So we bought that calendar, and we also are going to be giving it out digitally if you can't get your hands on a physical copy. But we've also, in partnership with Bill Brown Ford, been able to print off a limited number of physical copies so that you have a daily activity that you can do with your kids 12 months of the whole year.
So if I've got littles at home and I'm thinking it's that that early literacy age, we're starting at what, 3-4 years old,
It's
or even
0
before.
to
Age
5.
0, so we're reading to them.
Activities
They're not even
0
looking
to 5,
They
right.
can't even see the letters yet, but we're already instilling the love of reading.
Yes.
And every
Singing.
single day I'll have something to do that's gonna help kind of sneak that idea of reading is fundamental into each and every one of these kids.
Yep.
I love that. My kids loved reading growing up. They're teenagers now, so they read a lot of computer and on tablet screens now, and less books. But my son was a big Harry Potter guy. He read all the Harry Potter series before he was 10 years old. My youngest is a dinosaur nut. And has every dinosaur encyclopedia that's ever existed. And I'm sure a lot of them are right here in this building.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you mentioned screens. So another new thing that we have at the library, they are called launch pads. So they're tablets. They're very, very durable because they're meant to be checked out and taken home with you.
Okay.
But they don't have Wi-Fi access. So you don't have to worry about them getting into...
They're not going to be
You're not going to be
talking to anybody
scrolling-
outside of the house.
Nope,
They're not
or
going to be
scrolling
on
on
YouTube or
Nope,
TikTok.
nope.
Okay.
They come preloaded with games on specific curriculums. So if your kid needs to build their math skills, you can check out one at the appropriate grade level, and it's preloaded with fun activities that they can do to build those skills and get better at whatever it is that they need a little extra help
You
on.
don't have to feel bad about giving your kid a little bit extra screen time.
Well,
because
you still want to probably limit the use.
Sure,
but
sure. but you can trick them into that
You
screen
can trick
time being very useful for them.
Correct, instead of just scrolling on YouTube and finding
I'm
short
glad to hear
videos.
the library is here to help parents. Most of your job as a parent is to trick your kids into doing the right thing.
That's right.
So I'm
Until
glad
they
that
just
we've
start
got
doing
this.
the right thing on their own. Yes.
Exactly, and then it becomes a habit. So I'm glad we've got the library here to support us on that. So that's just a physical tablet that you'll check out with your kid, and you take it for a while and bring it on back. How about folks that want to? I know my mom is a big book person, but my dad likes an ebook. He's a Kindle guy. Is there any way that the library can help us out with folks who would rather have their books digitally?
Oh yeah, actually, our online resource usage, which includes our Libby app and Hoopla apps, we had the largest increase of anything last year over year. 20% increase in e-resource usage by citizens of the city of Livonia.
So and that just comes with my
library card.
My library card.
You have to download the Libby or Hoopla app or Canopy, because Canopy, if you like movies, you can stream it through Canopy. So,
that's exciting.
yes.
So all those resources that we love to have, I can I can just get them right on my phone or on my tablet or on my laptop, any of those things. And I bet with a lot of the smart TVs, there's access to a lot of this stuff as well too, if there's streaming movies involved. Where do I find all the information to access all these things?
Well, visit our website again, LivoniaPublicLibrary.org.
Perfect.
Go to e-resources, and it's got the list of all the ones that we have. And of course, you can stop in and talk to any of our friendly staff. They'd be more than happy to help you set up your apps appropriately, because some of them, we would like to think they're very user-friendly, and they are.
But that
there's
always
some
depends on
tricks.
the user. So it is good to
that's
know
right.
that we've got helpful folks that
We
are here.
do.
I know when I walked in the building this morning before I came and found you, I got 4 smiles before I had even gotten through the lobby. One of those smiles was a gal walking out. She had a book in her hand. She was excited. The other smile was a little one who was just coming from a story time and was excited because she had a little book that she was bringing home with her after story time. And the other 2 were staff members that were right here and gave me a nice hello. And I'm sure any of those folks right in that front area would be able to help direct you to help you get things set up on your cell phone or on your tablet or whatever it is.
Correct. If they can't help you, they will direct you to the person that can.
That's the name of the game. That's how we do it. All right, so we've talked about books. And there's a good reason for that. We're surrounded by them. We're in a library, and libraries usually mean books. And we talked about e-readers. What other stuff can I get at the library? I hear stuff all over the place, different communities that are offering different offerings at their libraries that aren't just books. What other kind of stuff can we get here at the Livonia Public Library?
Lots of stuff. We have a library of things. So that's pretty much anything that isn't a book or a DVD or a CD, because those are very traditional.
Because those media are already in a library all the time.
Those are very traditional
anyway.
library things.
And I'd imagine no live animals or anything like that.
There are libraries that check
But
those
if I
out,
needed
which is
a
nice.
tool, if I was working on a project at home, would I be able to find something like that there?
We've got tools. We have some small, portable home health things, like a blood pressure cuff.
Oh.
We have cake pans, because sometimes you need to bake a cake in the shape of a teddy bear, but not every day.
When my blood pressure gets high, I could use a teddy bear cake to make me feel a little bit better.
There you go. And we have the largest part of the library of things, which I think we have about 1,300 items in that collection, are our games of varying degrees of
complexity, difficulty, and things like that. So I'm a family board game. We're a family board game family. We love our Monopoly. We love all
we've got all
classics.
We've got all the good stuff beyond the classics.
Even beyond that. So new stuff that my family can try out that I don't have to go spend $40 at Target to go and try.
If you're on the board game playing level of Settlers of Catan, those are the types of games that we have.
So these are the big sprawling games that maybe you need a little bit of time to figure out how to do it, but then you find out how excited you are.
Correct.
And
then if you want to own it yourself, you get to try it before you buy it at the library. That's our whole message here. Try it before you buy it. And if you don't want to buy it, then guess what? You don't have to. We've got it for you.
You just return it.
We are the original recyclers.
And from what I understand, no late fees when we return those things, right?
That's correct. We went fine-free in September of this year. Now, if you don't bring something back, we still got to charge you for that.
Right.
But
Well, you got to replace what you
Yeah.
leave. But if you're coming back,
right.
and you're bringing the item with you, there's no fine on that. There's no 10 cents a day or 20 cents
Nope.
a day. Has it been that long since I've been at the library? It's probably more than that now, right?
I think it was 15 cents a day, but it doesn't really matter anymore.
Doesn't matter anymore
No.
because it doesn't exist at all anymore.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me here. It's great to be in the library. I love that we've got still. This is one of our old. It's an older building in this part of town, but we've got natural light in here. It's a really comfortable place.
Mm-hmm.
The kids seem to love it. When I came in there, I didn't totally miss story time. I was there at the tail end. It was about garbage trucks, and kids love garbage trucks, and they were having a great time, and they were cheering and giggling and all that stuff. So, all very exciting, really great, wonderful people here. No fines, all kinds of different stuff that I'm going to go and I'm going to borrow from this library and bring back. Anything else you need to tell the residents of Livonia before we let you go?
Well, get excited. Put it on your calendar early. Summer reading kickoff, Saturday, June 7th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. There might be some face painting and other fun activities with balloons and celebrating art.
Sounds fun for the kids. Sounds fun for the adults. It's a great way to come out and just get something.
We can get into more about
excited.
it at another one of these.
I'm going to have to come back and visit.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to come back and visit. I'll get my library card updated. I'll come borrow some games, maybe a teddy bear cake pan, whatever it is that I need for that particular fun weekend that I'm going to have. Thank you for joining us, Livonia. We appreciate you giving up some of your time to hear these updates. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy some of the sunny weather we're having here in this winter. And stay classy, Livonia.